Yo, what's going on here? Welcome back. It's Young Bannon. Got another one. This is pretty much the series here. Unless, there's gonna be any requests or something like that. It's just gonna be just making a lot of these recording ofs. I think that's pretty much what I'm just gonna be putting out. So if you haven't seen recording of threads of mine or the recording of my newest song, Rerun, be sure to go check that out in the channel. Doing weekly uploads, so if you haven't already, be sure to hit subscribe to be caught up on any future content, and follow me anywhere you really listen to music, whether that be YouTube Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to music, I'm there. Young Banan, YUNGBANAN. Don't make me roll that intro again. Anyway, just got done recording some vocals, so probably wondering why am I not recording vocals? If not, then I'm gonna tell you anyway. I just want to at least when it comes to these videos, have a little bit more of a more streamlined process just recording these. So I just like going along with the behind the scenes of these more than anything. If you guys do want me to just record on camera too, I don't really mind doing it, but it's just all preference. So again, I want more feedback, love this. I've been doing this for a little bit, so let's just keep going. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to y'all, reach out to y'all. If you have any ideas and stuff, be sure to just comment stuff, Maybe I'll make a song about it. Who knows? Speaking of songs, I'm rambling, so I know you guys can't really see it, but I'm gonna break the fourth wall. It's like 1 in the morning. It's 1 a.m. So I'm gonna kind of go through this because I really like this song. Today, I was like, man, I really want to make something. I had this idea from last night when I was going to bed. I'm like, man, I really want to make like a kawaii pop song, because there's some recently. If you haven't heard Crocodile Tears, or if you haven't really heard any of my music, I love putting my emotions out. I had something happen, of course, so what better way to do something than write a song about it, when I was sleeping. I'm like, man, it'd be so cool, you just have a basic kind of snail house type of vibe. Like I said, I don't know if I said it, but kawaii pop. If I have, then I guess, oh well, I repeated myself. But yeah, I really wanted to make some kawaii pop. Something about me, when I was first learning FL Studio and just production overall, synthwave and kawaii pop are like the two things I started making when I was doing this. So I thought it would be in my wheelhouse. Personally, is there better kawaii pop? 100%. 100%. But for not having made it in a while, you guys be the judge and stuff, but I think I did pretty well. But I started off with this because I'm like, man, I really... Let me get the automation. So I started with this. It's a 3x oscillator. When I was first learning, I used 3x oscillator a lot to make my own synths. So I think this one right here is flex. These next two is just flex. Yeah, Buzzaplex, and then you have DX7 brass. Who doesn't love a little DX7? And then one more oscillator just for noise. Yeah, if you're wondering why noise, if you haven't watched any other tutorials and stuff like that, or you're kind of new to production and stuff, it's just to fill the sound. It's just to fill out, to have a little bit more of a fuller sound. But altogether, so I'm like, dude, that's literally what I just had in my head. I'm like, okay, what if I just like faded it in? Now I'm just sounding like one of those TikToks, Oh man, what if I do this? Like kind of, I hope you know what I mean, and I don't just sound crazy. It's like those Charlie Puth TikToks for, I guess, better clarification, where he sings something and then just immediately puts it out. Like, oh, what if we had a, and then maybe like a little bit of a da. It's like that type of thing. But yeah, I had this idea today. I'm like, all right, how do I get this out as easy as possible? So I laid down, if you haven't seen the last one, Aces to Aces as well, was the video I was referencing with Stack the Layers. If you didn't see the last video for Rerun, Stack the Layers. Just fill the sound. Again, exactly the same reason like I said with the noise. Just fill the sound. And the next thing I was in my head, I was like, okay, I want this little melody coming in. Also, sorry for just rambling, like, uncontrollably. I'm going everywhere because I really love this fucking beat. But in my head, I'm like, dude, I really want a fucking song that's like, like, how do I do that? Like, it's so basic, right? So I just made this. Where are you? Let me get the delay bank off. And I thought it was so cool. I didn't mean to do this. I was going to just like copy and paste this down. But when I pasted it down, it was like a head. So I just ended up doing a call and response thing. So together, it just sounds really nice. Nerds, I guess here's the chain over here. Choruser, enhancer, daily or delay bank, Jesus, and fruity reverb is on the melody. I got for my pads here. Fruity enhancer and effector. Enhancer is literally just to get it whiter. Other than that, it's literally everything here. It's just flex. The thing with brass turned up the chorus so it has a little bit more of kind of like that synthwavy, quiet pop sound. Here is the oscillator. So I have a sawtooth, a triangle sawtooth, and then this little guy is fun. The synth square wave, you know, I love it. Sounds really cool. And then this is a different oscillator. This is something else. Yeah, this is one of the melodies. Yeah, that's one of the melody ones. So it's the two. It's just different. It's there. Yeah. So the oscillators. This is the first melody I had, the one that's higher, and then this chiptune auto pulser. The chip auto pulser from Flex Siph Samir synthwave pack. That's the one I used for the melodies. Onto the bass. You'll never believe it. You'll never believe what I used. It's just a synth sign bass. Excuse me. Have it in here. It does not. Oh yes. This 808 synth clean. This is what I used. If you hear that sound, that little like thumpiness. What I did before, because you can see this is bass consolidated. So what I did before, I just recorded one long C5 because just to get rid of that clip. Because if I go to the sample start, there's that clip. But without it. It makes this cool little bass sound, but I also couldn't get it to where it just went like how it stops right there. So I automated the volume to where it would just shut off because for some reason I couldn't have it to where I do this trick. There's this trick in order if you want to make like pads and stuff. There's this like one little trick. Let's see if I can find like a one shot. Never mind. FL's just updated. All right, my tutorial mode just completely just derailed me, but anyway, that's why I had to do this little stupid ass trick here. Sorry about that, but yeah. All right, yeah, simple bass. Going back with everything, you know, it just feels. It just fills out that low end. Now let's go on to, because I'm saving lyrics for last, and then you're gonna see me work on them a little bit here. Let's go to drums. It's really nothing crazy. So all this green is the simple drums. That's just what I need, and then the rest of it right here, the next 3 lines is percussion. The simple things. So yeah, simple stuff because it is kawaii bass or kawaii pop. Future bass, I guess you could also consider this too. That's another genre of there. I really like future bass, kawaii pop type thing. Kawaii pop was the first term to come into my head. But I have the Odyssey, Cymatics Odyssey pack. I'm pretty sure it's a free future bass pack. This is 2 different hi-hats. It's hi-hat 1 and hi-hat 5. I want to say no, it's 4. 1 and 4. I was close. Literally just went, but just so it's a different sound, like for both of them. Like it just sounds different. It gives a little bit of variety compared to everything. Quickly going through here, so you have just random percussions, drum fill, dun 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 dun. This right here, layers. Also want to discuss, I had, oh yeah, in the song Rerun, I had this sample. I'm like, I don't even remember where this came from. Well, at least one of them, it was Party. It was this sample right here, from Kyle Beats Collective. Layers, Party is one of them. You'll hear it literally right here. It's the beginning of Rerun, if you go back and listen to it, or go and listen to it after this video, of course. But all together, with everything, all the drums. So it's awesome, and then of course I'm ignoring it, but sweep and impacts. Yep, I'm kind of downplaying, like not downplaying, but I'm just kind of going through it because it's like I'm just kind of showcasing. I'm showing you what I kind of did and everything, the thought process. I really enjoy this, the kick and stuff. If I play it just with everything, I think it just sounds really cool. Oh, hold on, we don't get to hear that yet. So it does sound really cool. Getting it to the next part just made these unique, so it just holds out the notes a little bit longer. Same kick, same snare, and now you have this ARP, and you have this little bit of a trance synth. That's, I don't know why, weird to say right now. ARP just goes up. Trance synth. Together. No bass in this because I felt like the bass was really only needed in like the hook. I think that's where everything sounds really cool there in the hook, but together. Alright, to the next thing. Don't hate me. So I did another little unique thing. There's always a chromatic like chord progression down, da, 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 da. You know, I tried doing that here. Is it perfect? No, I don't think it is, but I still think it sounds good, and that's all that matters, right? I like messed with that for so long. You have no idea how long I messed with that today. Like this afternoon, I was just going through it for like an hour, maybe hour and a half. Just like, dude, it sounds wrong. It sounds bad. It sounds weird. It sounds wrong. I just kept messing with it. Little things. Like if you feel that. Seriously. Goes to bridge. It's a classic Bannon bridge. I'm not really. It's a classic Bannon bridge. If you don't know what that is, I just kind of wash out everything with like with a filter. I add some like little motifs and everything like that. So like we've been hearing, it's just been this progression, and then the so that's what you're gonna get for this part. Again, I'm going to unmute everything but mute the vocals, just so we hear that. So now with vocals, so that's pretty much the basic thing. Like I said, basic Bannon breakdown, how I say it, Bannon bridge. Just wash out everything with some filters, some reverb and delay and everything. It sounds cool. It sounds nice. You know, it's spacey. You know, it sounds really cool. Yeah. Now going to vocals. Still getting rid of the breaths. And up to you, it's debatable if this kind of ruins it or not. Again, a lot of these things, I don't really go for like the perfect flow and stuff. I feel like I am far from perfect with this, but I kind of come to like the flow, so it's whatever. I've had people really say they didn't like it, so we'll just go with it, but hey.
Unchained yet unchanged, blaming your luck when you should be to blame. Opportunity waves at you goodbye. You want everything when you are high.
Yeah. The chip. It's on too.
Unchained yet unchanged. Blaming your luck when you should be to blame. Opportunity waves at you goodbye. You want everything when you are high. Sorry it has to be this way, I really am.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna get to more of the vocals. So I have ideas for this too. Like, with this, I want to have it to where it's like a radio, so it goes unchanged yet unchained, and then comes back. Why not do that now? So this is gonna be a simple parametric radio. Get through here with automation. Where did the automation go? Right here. So we're gonna go here, and it's literally just gonna be for this. So I'm gonna go with this bit right here because it's going to hold and just go away.
Unchained yet unchanged. Blaming your luck when you should be to blame. Opportunity waves at you goodbye. You want everything when you are high. Sorry it has to be this way, I really am. What did you think I'd do if I am really your friend? Keep on listening to the same excuses and blames, since people have done wrong but you can't say. Unchained yet unchanged. Unchained yet unchanged. Blaming your luck when you should be to blame. Opportunity waves at you goodbye. You want everything when you are high. Hopefully you aren't too distressed. I know it feels like I'm super pressed. It's disappointment at your own mess. Cardboard in hand wanting to say less.
You can hear my fucking click. I know I haven't said anything in the video. I mean, I'm probably skipping around and stuff. I just started editing. I think that's what I said last time, but I'm just going ahead editing any of the dead space. I'm getting rid of any getting rid of any breaths as well. So that's something, if no matter what level of production you get to, just getting rid of breaths. I don't know why, I just really enjoy it. Ever since I just started doing it for some reason. Let's see, it was this that was kind of like weird.
Unchained yet unchanged. Blaming your luck when you should be to blame.
Yeah, it does sound a little weird. We're gonna get this back a little bit. That's one of the biggest issues right here. How are you again?
Unchained yet unchanged.
I think I can pull you back slightly.
Unchained yet unchanged.
Also, sounds like Rhyme Zone. I think I literally said this in one of my songs too, but I just don't care. It's my flow. I like the AB or the AABB in this circumstance.
Are high. Hopefully you aren't too distressed. I know it feels like I'm super pressed. It's disappointment at your own mess. Cardboard in hand wanting to say less.
So I think I'm gonna do mixing and everything, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna do mixing and everything on my own and stuff. But when you see at least the next cut, it should just be playing the song. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to be caught up on any future content. And I mean, I guess just enjoy the song.
Unchained yet unchanged. Blaming your luck when you should be to blame. Opportunity waves at you goodbye. You want everything when you are high. Sorry it has to be this way, I really am. What did you think I'd do if I am really your friend? Keep on listening to the same excuses and blames, since people have done wrong but you can't say names. All of this could have changed if you listened back then when you had it.